So, welcome everyone. I've just returned from my walk. I do this walk in the evenings, and it's quite special, really, to see so many people, and there's a sense of calmness about everything. I'll share some videos that um, Gaurav had taken yesterday, actually, on the walk, which just shares with you what we see, witness, and experience. It's literally illumination, light, spectacularness, and a huge expanse of water that dances to, this amazing sound. I often think about Sean, and Sean has created a piece of music, which is his rendition of his experience of me and with me. And some of you who have listened to, have watched the courses on the Miracles app beta test, you've heard that music playing in the background of my courses. So you have a little taste of that. I often look at these fountains dancing to the music, remembering, what it would be like for them to perform to Sean's music. So, well, it's a request to the universe. We'll see what occurs from there. Today's session is all about experiencing what it feels like being in a current, in a flowing current. So, I know that some of you did more work than others in the context of connecting to your flow. What I would love for you to experience today is, what does it feel like when you are in your flow and you're standing in the middle of a current that is flowing, and what it feels like when you are not in your flow and you are standing in a current that's flowing. Because what is certain? Yes, uncertainty is certain. What is certain is we have a flowing current. And the gift of that flowing current of 2021 is it enables you to continue moving forward, flowing in flow. So a little glimpse of what Asha, you talked about, you followed the steps, and after fourth step, there was a shift in your experience, and you started experiencing some aspect of what you believe I am present to, and I experience. There's a whole and completeness in the wisdom that is coming through. So the 7 steps are the 7 steps. It's really powerful to just see it through and don't move from one step to another. There is no rush. If you rush, you go into a space of frenzy and you're in a space of consumption. When you really embody and embrace there is no rush, you remain stationed in creation. And when you're stationed in creation, you start co-creating. And in that co-creation, coexistence occurs, and with that coexistence, celebration vibe enters. With that celebration vibe, you step into your coherence. It's like an automatic, like a mathematical formula that just keeps progressing. And since we're talking about this pearl of wisdom, which steps Asha was referring to, the pearl of wisdom that I'll be sharing this evening is on efficiency and effectiveness. Pretty practical topics, really. And it's quite interesting, what's come through. Efficiency and effectiveness are 2 very distinct pieces, and how they correlate. And should they correlate? And should they not correlate? And what's the dynamic if they do correlate? And what's the impact if they don't? And in some ways, what we are going to be doing today in Beyond Meditation, where you experience the journey of experiencing the flowing current in your flow, experiencing the flowing current when you are not in your flow, and is a little bit like that. They are like 2 situations. And there will be times where you just can't step into your flow. something occurs and you just can't get over it soon enough. And my invitation to everyone, whenever you feel anything like that, experience the fullness of what you're feeling. Do not push it. Don't try and push it under a carpet. There is no carpet, there is no closet. So there's nowhere to hide, and there is nowhere to hide for ourselves, and there is nowhere to hide stuff that we don't want to feel or experience either. So since everything is out in the open anyway, for you to return to flow, the fastest way is to actually acknowledge what you're experiencing and do so fully. Me taking you through these journeys during the Beyond Meditation and Human Vibe Attunement experience enables a cellular memory to set in. So just like in a yoga posture, if you've done yoga, I'm not sure, I don't know enough about Pilates, but I do know about yoga, where the whole idea is to learn to do the posture right, so that a cellular memory of that posture is settled within you. So next time you go to do it, you just remember the cellular memory, and you gravitate towards that cellular memory. And that's what we are doing here. So you had a cellular and a nanocellular experience in flow, and what that feels like for you. And today we are going to go through a journey where you will experience what it feels like being surrounded by, faced with, experiencing the flowing current of 2021. It's not just any flowing current. It's the flowing current of 2021. What does that feel like being in it? What does it feel like being in it in your flow? What does it feel like being in it when you are not in flow? So you have both the cellular memories. And what that'll do is, even before you find yourself thrown off and out of flow, you will start experiencing that cellular memory twitch, if you like, and you will know how to autocorrect yourself before you actually, get taken, pushed by the current. And similarly, when you feel that, you're experiencing that flow type feeling, you can just go deeper in that posture and in that experience. And the end result is commensurate with that. Okay, so get yourself to be comfortable. And for this series, and also if I ever do any of these journeys in the 108 Pearls of Wisdom, it's best to sit upright with your feet on the floor, unless there's a health reason why you cannot have your feet on the floor. So just do that. Imagine that the base of your spine is connected to the core of the earth. The middle of your feet are connected to the core of the earth. Drop your hands on either side, your palms facing forward. Imagine the tips of your fingers are connected to the core of the earth. The connection to the core of the earth is with a cord made up of precious metal gold, precious metal silver, copper, and bronze. Gold has the frequency that supports your nervous system, that supports your brain cells, that automatically clarifies and cleanses the area in between your brain lobes. Silver is antibacterial, it's antiviral also, and it is also antifungal. It is also a very powerful conductor of electromagnetic waves, as is copper. So it's applying all of its qualities and its benefits to you. Doing this is akin to having a teaspoon of colloidal silver every day. Something that I have learned to do living in the tropics. Copper has many qualities. It does have antibacterial, antifungal qualities and antiviral also. But mainly in this function, it's it's supporting us to balance the mineralization within our body. And in balancing and harmonizing the mineralization within our body, a natural remembrance is returning, for example, to our bones. They don't have to automatically leach out calcium because of a lifestyle we adopted some time ago and they continue to operate that way. They don't. They can return back to knowing that that is only an emergency response. And there are many other such phenomenon that take place within our body. In particular, I'm noticing right now the presence of copper is bringing about a balance of manganese and selenium. Bronze keeps us connected and present to the divinity within ourselves. And it surrounds us whenever we want. It literally surrounds us with like a curtain that we can just draw, and it covers us in terms of our higher self presence, and we are shielded by our divinity. So if you ever find yourself in any environment where you feel a little bit of a disconnect with the divinity of your surroundings, allow for this bronze curtain to be drawn all around you, like a shield. And just in making the connection to these cords, your body, the cellular memory is already set, and you immediately start releasing energies that no longer serve you, energies that are no longer for your highest good. They start being released. And as they get released, when your body gets into a point where it feels itself in harmony, there is an interesting and a very powerful and yet very subtle current and a rhythm that is set in how the water that makes up your body starts to flow. It's a sort of a rhythm that has a helix-like movement, and it is slightly different based on the frequency that each one of you is at. And the intention of this rhythm that is infused in the water that makes up your body, the intention of that is to cleanse out the debris so that you can return to flow. So we're going to use that today so that you can each get into that remembrance of flow, and that cellular memory that you experienced a couple of days ago is invoked. And in the invocation of that cellular memory, the decision choice that I know so many of you have shared with me, the revelation of how you understood that you were holding on to suffering somewhere, and you chose to switch that decision, flip it to a decision of happiness, that remembrance returns. And the decision of happiness is going to get anchored today. It has already been invoked and activated 2 days ago. For those who've finally chosen that, today it gets anchored. Now, when I use the phrase anchored, yes, it all begins with the mind first. But when I use the phrase it gets anchored, it's actually getting anchored as a vibration in your cells. And that vibration of happiness basically means, suffering cannot coexist with that. It's a little bit like even a tiny sliver of light means there is no darkness. You may not have sufficient light, but you cannot say the room is dark. Even if you have a tiny sliver of light, it is a little bit like that. So we are anchoring the vibration of happiness as a decision that you have chosen for yourself. If you haven't yet made that decision, that's fine. You can just say, I have not decided yet. And you will remain in a neutral zone so that you can make that decision freely, as opposed to make that decision being propelled by the decision of suffering. So wherever you're at, you're in the perfect place to receive the value and the experience of this anchoring of the decision of happiness. Now, this is important because when you stand in your flow, in a flowing current, then you get into action. Action is, we think action is physical action. A thought is an action, as strong and as real as a physical action. Emotional, directing your emotion in a particular way is also an action. So the moment the decision of happiness is anchored, you step into action. And the action you're stepping into is a collection of actions that give you joy. So when you experience what it feels like in a flowing current, in your flow, where you decided to be happy, you automatically start moving forward, collecting your treasure trove of joy as you go along. And once you have experienced both of those journeys, we will honor your choice for you by stepping into the human vibe attunement. So first, I just want you to take some deep breaths. You're breathing in, and the breath is going up to your third eye, and then over your crown, the back of your head, down your spine, to your tailbone, on the back of your legs, all the way down to the middle of your feet, and you're breathing out from there. And you're breathing in love, kindness, and compassion. Take the breath up or down your spine, down your tailbone, on either side of the back of your legs, to the middle of your feet. Breathing out gratitude and peace. Breathe in. It's a nice, big, deep breath. Breathe out gratitude and peace. You're now going to focus your attention on your tailbone, and in fact, on your base chakra. And you're going to take a breath in, that rises from the base chakra, all the way fills up your lungs, and you're going to breathe out from your heart. So breathe in from your base chakra. Lungs are filled up, and you're breathing out from your heart. Love, kindness, and compassion Breath in, huge, huge reprogramming of what vibrant vitality means for you. You're breathing out gratitude and peace. You're just going to return to just regular breaths. You're breathing in and out in a rhythm that is you, that is your rhythm. Soft, gentle breaths. And as you're breathing in and out, you see yourself rising from the ground. You're being lifted up about 9 inches above, a little bit like a hovercraft. And you're being taken by the energies that surround you, which are your energies, the energies of your higher self. You're literally being taken out to the edge of a circle. It's a really big circle that we are forming with our arms. You don't have to stretch them now, but energetically, at a higher self level, your arm appendages are stretched out. Imagine that your palms are facing down, your fingers are stretched, and the tips of your fingers are extending to touch the edge of your field. And then you move back, and then you connect to another person, and another person, and another person, all 34 of us who are here. I want you to focus your attention on your sacral chakra, which is the navel. And you're just going to do 2 breaths in and out, just focusing on the sacral chakra. And you're going to do a 1-9-4-6 breath to get that alignment of your mind, your heart, and your gut. Your survival instinct, your presence, and your thriving instinct lodged into the cellular memories of your sacral chakra. Breathe in 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rise up to your solar plexus. As you focus your attention on your solar plexus, you're reminded of the work that I did with you, where we brought your solar plexus back into the center, into where it is meant to be positioned when you are experiencing flow, unstoppable, fearless, uncompromising, and in complete harmony with your true calling. You may feel a bit of a gurgling in your intestine. It's okay, nothing is going to happen. It's a lot of movement of energy that is taking place. If you feel any movement of air releases from your physical presence, that's just a lot of energy that is moving. So you're going to do a 9-4-6 breath, getting your solar plexus in flow and anchoring the rhythm of the solar plexus in flow. So you step into a connection where there's harmony and your mind knows that survival is taken care of. You can be present to the fullness of any situation. Remain in your flow regardless of what is occurring through your heart. And you know that you are plugged into your inner knowing and you can tap into your inner wisdom at any time through your gut. So breathe in 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rise up, come towards your heart. We're going to do 3, 9, 4, 6 breaths, and your heart will receive the presence of the mind and attunement of your inner wisdom through your gut, whilst remaining uncompromising in its truth, keeping you in your presence. So breathe in 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take your hands up to your throat. You don't need to take your hands up, not everybody is holding it, but just take your attention to your throat. As you focus your attention on your throat, notice that the water that is running through your body and as it reaches your throat develops a very beautiful aquamarine blue. And that aquamarine blue for some starts to morph into streaks of baby blue. And also you notice some streaks of royal blue and navy blue as well. Different renditions of blue. We're now getting your throat chakra into complete alignment and flow, where it is connected, conscious, and present, and informed by your own inner wisdom. So it's plugged into the alertness of your mind, connected to your presence, the fullness and wholesomeness of your presence, informed by, inspired by, propelled by your inner wisdom through your gut. Introducing a sense of fearlessness in communicating that which inspires you and is inspired by you in your flow and you in your truth. So breathe into your throat As you're doing the 9-4-6 breath, breathe in 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You may feel a bit of swallowing that you may want to do, may feel a little bit of a clearing that is needed at the throat level. Some of you may even feel a bit of a block or like a choking. That's okay, just swallow and it'll go away. And you may feel a sense of clarity. It's like that tickle in the throat that you might have suffered just disappeared. Do another 9-4-6 breath to anchor this newfound awareness of your throat as a barometer of where your body is at. Breathe in 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take your attention now to the area in between your eyebrows, about 3/4 of an inch above the eyebrow itself. It's not in the middle of the forehead, it's more towards the eyebrow, but just about 3/4 of an inch. Focusing our attention there. And we're working with your pineal or your third eye. You're going to get that into alignment and flow with the 9-4-6 breath. Breathe into it, 9-4-6 breath. So breathe into it, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once more, breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just once more 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take your attention to the top of your crown, slightly to the back, not quite in the middle of the crown, just a little bit towards the back of that. We're going to get that into alignment. We're going to get your crown into the experience of flow at a cellular and a nanocellular level. And in doing so, you will yourself experience an opening and like an illumination that will rise from within your body out into the cosmos. You won't even be able to see the end of that amazing light. It's like a laser light that you can't see the end of, but it's an illumination that is rising from you. And you are connecting to your peeps in different parts of the cosmos. And in doing so, you are powering yourself at a conscious level. You are becoming aware of the infiniteness of you, the limitlessness of what you have access to in terms of knowledge and wisdom. You also presence yourself so that this knowledge and wisdom you have access to can be anchored in the present through your presence by connecting to your heart. And you are mingling into it the exact elements of your inner wisdom that lie in your gut, the illumination that was just jutting out of your crown. As you focus your attention on your gut, you see your entire gut is illuminated in a very beautiful, powerful way. You notice inside the gut the presence of these amazing fairies, fairy-like creatures. And it's certainly a presence of divine frequencies that lie within you. You're literally anchoring all of that in your highest vibe so that any energies that ever come to you will actually match the vibrancy, the beauty, and the serenity of the vibe that we just discovered. And we are anchoring it at a cellular and a nanocellular level. So breathe in 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once more. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are, each of you are now flowing in your flow. Focus your attention into your heart. Experience the flowing in flow experience as the 7 chakras connect to the 6 other chakras that are present, that have been activated. And as you connect into your flow, you feel it, you experience it. Notice that just the top layer of your skin is starting to experience a little bit of a chill. It's not uncomfortable, but it's there. For some, you'll be experiencing goosebumps. For those who have been to the river Ganges, will experience the light that we see as the river flows. And it's as if you are like a hovercraft hovering over a flow of an illuminated collection of cells that are rich in water and air frequencies and carry with them the blessings of Mother Earth. Absorb the fire in the sunshine. Embrace into them the fiery lava from the volcanoes. And provide an environment for so much life and aliveness that exists in its truth. There you are, in your flow, in your rhythm, experiencing the flowing current of this river that is flowing towards you. You are flowing, and you allow yourself to be a receptacle of the current. And as you receive the current, you drop your guard and your shields and any heaviness that you carry, and you simply allow. And in your allowance, this flowing current feels a certain way in your body. You experience a certain emotion that is rising. You experience a settledness, like feeling settled in your mind. And as you are flowing, receiving this flowing current, you're able to engage with everything that you are seeing and moving forward. You're connecting to the spiritedness of all that is. And as you keep moving forward, carried by this current, you notice others, your colleagues, your friends, some of your family members. And you each nod the all knowing nod to each other. You notice yourself declaring to your friends that you are passing by and seeing that you will connect when you come out the other side. At a cellular memory level, it is anchoring the fragrance that you are experiencing right now. Some of you will be experiencing a rose like fragrance, some will have a combination of frankincense and geranium. There will be others who will experience the presence of ylang ylang with sandalwood. And some will have the experience of amberwood. If you don't have any of those experiences of fragrance, it's okay. You're plugged into the air in a very deep level. And you can see that you're moving very fast and you're moving forward. You can come off the current to the side and just drop your hands on either side of you, palms facing forward, fingers lightly stretched, just so that a complete recalibration and an anchoring at a cellular level of the memory of your experience takes place. That is the experience of you in your flow, flowing in the flowing current of 2021. Some of you may notice lots of creative thoughts bombarding you. Some of you will notice a very deep meditative zone, the Zen zone, I call it. We will anchor this in the human vibe attunement, the experience of the flowing current that you just experienced being in your flow. So repeat after me. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I allow, sorry, I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. Notice yourself just coming down, landing on the ground, and going deeper into this river that has a flowing current. And it's as if you are doing a beautiful water blessing. So it's like take a dip all the way into that river, rise up, Stand tall. Repeat after me. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. Bring it all together. Feel the feeling of being in your flow, flowing with the current of flow. Notice where in your body you feel it. Notice what that feeling is like. Is there a color to that part of your body? Is there a particular vibration in that part of the body? Is there a particular color? Is there a particular light? Notice what's going on in the region just above your heart. As you connect deeper into the vibration of you in your flow, in the midst of the flowing current of 2021. I feel like saying hello, gorgeous, because it is. It just feels so gorgeous. It's bringing out the gorgeousness in each one of us. Take your hands in front of your heart, rub them against each other. Put them over your eyes, open your eyes in them. Take them on top of your head, the back of your head, on either side of your neck, down your shoulders. Do an energy sweep and blow. The human vibe attunement is complete. If you need to be somewhere, please go ahead and be responsible for your own commitments. And I would love for you to share your word to complete the session, or your sentence to complete the session, whatever that may be. I'm reminded of the flow of River Ganga in Rishikesh at Lakshman Chula, meditating there. The circuit which was formed in my mind became active, and I could experience illuminating light in the now. Lots of love and gratitude. Thank you, Rupa. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly the place you're talking about too. I feel it. It's beautiful. I'm flow. Yes, indeed. Lisa Tooley. Beautiful, Lisa. Flowing in gratitude, illuminating flow, anchored in the exquisite flow of positivity, love, and peace. Feels so good. Indeed, David and Helene. Ganga, Ma blessings. Thank you, Vasha. Just what I needed this morning to unstuck the yucky and be flowing in flow. I get it. I get it. Flowing in grace, stillness, and peace. I mean, I know there's lots of stuff that has stirred up in the US of late. And remember, it is all stuff that is being surfaced to be released of our orbit, so that that flowing in flow vibe can be anchored even in the usual, the actual originating vibe of different places. And as you've heard me say, the vibe of the United States is the vibe of amplification. So that which prevents the flow is surfacing to be spun out of the orbit of this planet. So just honor yourself however you feel about it. Honor that and practice the unconditional acceptance of all that is. Flowing in grace, stillness, and peace, luminous light, and endless possibilities. Indeed, Joanne, much love and gratitude. Mynoo, thank you, Mary Catherine. Gorgeous namaste. Gorgeous namaste, Linda. Oh, wow. This is honoring the divinity in you that I receive as the honor of divinity in me. Thank you. And in all of us, the flow took me far. Yes, Cheryl. Anchored in the vibration of happiness, blessed renewal. Renewal. Thank you. Yes, Elaine, it's so gorgeous. Feeling the love of my authenticity. Yes, Jen, it's beautiful. Such um, such a spaciousness, love, and light flowing in and around me, flow of the holy river within me, and I had a strong vibration in my solar plexus, Asha. That's the fear part that is just releasing. This is the work we're doing is so powerful and so deep, and just holding it in the human vibe attunement enables for some big shifts to take place, in a flowing way. Flow of my authenticity, got that. Chills and flow. Thank you, Christian. Flowing in blessings. Deepest gratitude. Thank you. Thank you. Exquisite surrender and lightness of being. I felt drawn to play the selenite crystal bowl to assist us all in clearing. And then the Lemurian seed um, platinum vibration to amplify our connection to our true soul essence. Thank you. Thank you, Phyllis. Deep gratitude for doing that. Serenity, graceful, moving forward flow. Um, I have not yet been in the Ganga, yet my soul reminds me I have been in the Ganga many, many lifetimes. Indeed, you have our blessings. Exquisite, flowing, and glowing. Yes, Jaya, that's great. Flow and gratitude. Namaskar with love, Mynoo, and everyone. To you too. Magnificent, clearing and flowing in flow. Thank you, Gail. I started one of your meditations earlier this week, and you said to observe what happens in the next few days. I felt very in rhythm with the universe, anchored in the vibration of creativity, positivity, and serenity. The universe has been um, working for me now, releasing fear in the midst of murky waters. Thank you, Helene and David, for this amazing meditative um, work. Thank you for joining us. Helene and David introduced you to me. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Join me in a few hours at 5:30. Join me and Catherine. We will talk about the next pearl of wisdom, which is about efficiency and um, and efficacy or effectiveness. So we'll be working with that pearl of wisdom. Thank you so much. Deep gratitude. Thank you.